They call me Dr.
Trotter.
I'm not a real doctor, but I am a real worm. I am an actual.
Hey, so this is my team. I ended up taking the Charizard, Venusaur, Fortress, Quagsire, Mantine, and Raichu. I was gonna do a double grass team, but I ended up jumping in with the Quagsire, and I'm glad I did. So second fight was against Semi Trailer. I missed my first fight. Sam, as always, takes an interesting team. In this round, he took a lot of bug Pokemon actually, which I was quite surprised by. But given I had Mantine there and Fortress, I was pretty confident that I'd be able to get through. And given that he had a lot of bugs there, I still wanted to keep Venusaur because I thought he'd have that Quagsire. So yeah, as you can see, we're not doing too bad. Didn't need to shield that Silverwind, but that's all right. So we go down no shields each. Just didn't get off the frenzy plant there, but Mantine's there. He's got a charge move. I should have hit that charge move straight away. Would have taken Venomoth down. That's alright. We end up getting the win here. So Venusaur Mantine got a fair bit of energy. We'll get to that second aerial ace, finish off the first round. Alright, so yeah, again, we similar team. Get a Charizard in there instead of Quagsire though. Think he might take an extra bug Pokemon. So Scizor Mantine, it's not as good of a matchup as I was thinking it would be. I guess the steel typing makes it a bit harder. Um, but yeah, I know his charge moves are going to do nothing, so we can just tank them and keep going, trying to burn as many shields as we can, and we should come out on top of this matchup. So he like knocked a shield. He wasn't sure which one would do more damage, Iron Head or X Scissor. Obviously it was Iron Head. Could have switched out here, but I want to keep my switch advantage. So we let the Mantine go. Um, Come in with the Venusaur, he's going to just wreck Quagsire. He probably should have switched out. I had plenty of shields for whatever his charge moves were, so charge up a bit of energy on him. We've got everything we need to take down his last Venusaur. We're going to Charizard in the back if we need it, and from memory, I don't think we do. We just Sludge Bomb him and Vine Whip him, and we get the W. Probably should have shielded there. There's no need to tank that Sludge Bomb, but that's alright. We'll get the W. And we move into the next fight. So next fight was an interesting one. Bronwyn, I haven't first there before. She's a really good player, so it was great fun. So we stayed out with our Mantine against the Quagsire. It's not an ideal matchup. It's not terrible. I just have to waste a lot of shields because those charge moves will destroy me. So quite surprisingly here, Bronwyn switches into a Charizard, Water Charizard. I think I've got a pretty good advantage here, but she's going to use a lot of her shields, which makes this a lot closer a fight than I was hoping for. So yeah, I got to smash out those water pulses. She's now used all her shields up. I'm gonna have to use another one on these dragon claws. I think I eventually worked out that she only had dragon claw. I don't think she had blast burn on her Charizard, which made the rest of the competition a little bit easier. So unfortunately, I don't get to the aerial ace here on the Venusaur, but I'll bring in the Charizard instead. And we'll get to a Dragon Claw, and we don't need to charge up for the Blast Burn because Dragon Claw is enough to kill it, um, which is great. So in comes Quagsire. Obviously, this is not a great matchup for Charizard. So we'll take the Sludge Bomb, and we want to jump out because we don't want the Quagsire to farm up more energy in case he can get to a second charge move against Venusaur. So we'll take a Sludge Bomb, and we'll get off our Frenzy Plant, take him down. Yo. Now for this next matchup, I pick a very different team, and it would have worked out well. But I'm just had one little hiccup. So get straight into the fight. So Bronwyn ends up winning this one. I get the perfect lead. I'm quite happy with this, even though Lantern's Water Gun actually still does a lot of damage. It's too slow to its charge moves, so Quagsire really has a big advantage here. So she doesn't shield the first one, so I won't shield. Next one, I believe she needs to shield, otherwise it's going to go down. So she does. And it's just a race to the next charge move, and Quagsire with Mudshot wins out there. So doesn't shield, takes it down. Um, she pops in Nurse Quagsire. Now I'm really lucky here. I got to another charge attack. Not sure why I took Sludge Bomb, but it didn't matter. She used the shield anyway. Um, so I jump in with Fortress here, something a little bit different. Wasn't sure what attack she had, and thank goodness she didn't have enough energy for an Earthquake. Now I tried to switch here, and this is the problem. I switched and it didn't work, and it wouldn't go. So I was stuck in with the Fortress. So obviously switching to Raichu there, it's going to be a big advantage. She's got no shields left. I would have got a Wild Charge. It would have one-shot the Charizard. Um, and I still would have had a Fortress, but such is life. So yeah, Raichu ends up getting enough energy to get to a Wild Charge, but still not going to be even close enough to take down the Quagsire. He takes us out with a Sludge Bomb. So go to the third match, see how this one goes. So last match, it's do or die. Gonna take one of our stronger leads, which is a Quagsire, and the only thing obviously you don't want to run into is a grass Pokemon. Awesome, so let's get Quagsire straight out of there into our Charizard. Let's just get us some energy. Now we've got a Quag, so we're just gonna try and shield bait with the Dragon Claw, get it, and we're gonna have to shield this Sludge Bomb, otherwise we're down. And we just go for the Dragon Claw spam. I was thinking about going for a Blast Burn, but now we've got both of the shields down. Unfortunately, both of our shields are down too, but we've got a heap of energy, and now we'll go for the Blast Burn. That should do a fair whack of damage, takes down the Quagsire, and we're on 0 shields each, but that's alright. So, great matchup here. She doesn't have Blast Burn, so she's really not going to be able to do anything to our Quagsire here. One Stone Edge, it's all over. Venusaur's last. I've got Charizard and Venusaur. Both have a bit of energy, so it's just going to be Blast Burn, GG, all over. Up to this point, we're 3-0, and I knew I'd come up against Locke or Zephy6. He's also 3-0. Have a quick look at our team. We choose the Venusaur, Mantine, Charizard. It's a strong team. We just don't want to come up against any bugs or Charizard here with the Venusaur. So of course, what happens in the lead? We come up against a Fortress. So not ideal. We'll charge up a smidge of energy and then get out into our Mantine. Um, Now, oddly enough, he changes to his Venusaur, which isn't exactly the greatest matchup. We get a lot of flying attacks with Aerial Ace. We don't need to shield the Frenzy Plant, although it hurts a lot. But we really wanted to save that shield. We'll get off this last Aerial Ace. He chooses not to shield, so he lets his Venusaur go down. We've got 2 shields, he has 1. Brings down to Azumarill. Now, we've got Venusaur with plenty of energy stored up. It's really going to hit that Azumarill quite hard. He's out of shields now. Obviously, Ice Beam's coming here, so we need to protect ourselves. And he switches out to his Fortress, so we'll change to our Charizard. Um, just got to watch out for those Rock Tombs. Charged up a lot quicker on his Rock Tombs than I kind of thought he would, which is a little bit frustrating for me, because now I was really expecting getting into a Blast Burn and finishing off that Fortress quite comfortably. Did not end up happening, so we had to waste almost all of our energy on the Fortress. Sumerill's going to kill us with a bubble. It's nice and easy, so first round to lock. So got to put it all on the line now. We go out with Mantine. He's always a strong lead. We get a good matchup against this Fortress. Vlock usually has a good lead in the first game. He often goes the same again, so that played in our favour. He switched nicely there to the Azumarill. Got my charge move, not perfect, but we'll jump out into the Venusaur. Obviously, probably could have shielded there, but it ends up going okay in our favour because if I don't shield, he doesn't shield, even though he probably should have. So, got them down, then I lose the Venusaur to the Fortress. We pop out Mantine now, and he's going to Rock Throw Tomb here. Sorry, not Rock Throw, Rock Tomb. But we can get an Aerial Ace, and we should get to our next Aerial Ace before he can get another Rock Tomb off. And we do, which is great. Now he's going to be forced to shield or go down, so he does shield. And we can choose to shield or not. Yep, let's keep the matchup in our favour, even though we're down a shield. And he switches into his Venusaur, but he doesn't shield here. He would have been much better off keeping the Fortress in. He would have taken down the Mantine a lot better than the Venusaur would now. There's no positive matchup there against the Fortress, and I can just take his Fortress down with fast moves. So I'm pumped. First win against Locke. It's great. But I'm mindful because he still had a shield left. So yeah, this game's going to be a lot closer. So we end up going with the same teams. So he gets a very similar start. So he switches out. So we switch out. Again, I don't shield that ice beam, um, hoping that he won't shield, and he doesn't again. So that's great for us. We get his Azumarill out of there with the Venusaur. Exactly the same thing. I was hoping to get to a charge move there, but it just wouldn't come off. So we're basically doing exactly what we did before. It's the same lineup, the same matchups. Um, Now this is probably where I made an error. Probably should have shielded that one, um, and probably should have kept the Mantine in to really put on a bit of pressure and trusted in the mirror matchup. Considering we both got two shields left, I did not need to shield that. That was where a very large mistake was made. I should have just kept going, but it's all right. So this one comes right down to the wire. So we'll get him down with fast moves. And then we're coming up against his Fortress now. We've got to get some shields down with this Rock Tomb. I thought we really had this one here. There's a few things I could have done differently, but you'll see what happens. So I switch in to smash this aerial ace straight away. I think I have another one in the ready, but it just doesn't get off. So again, alright, not too bad. Got a shield, popping this Fortress. So I'll shield this one, and now I've got slightly more health than him by the looks of things, so I figure it's either double KO or I'll win, right? No, so I'm not sure if I lagged a little or if just he had more attack stats, so he went through a bit faster. Maybe someone who knows more than me could leave a comment and let us know what happened there. But yeah, unfortunately, that was my only loss. And then my next matchup, I went on and had a 2-1 win, so ended up coming second. Thanks to everyone in Townsville Pogo Discord and everyone who came out for the battles. It was a really good tournament. Had a great fun. Can't wait for Jungle Cup. If anyone's interested in getting into PvP, let me know. Especially if you want to help me practice for Worlds. I'm going to Santiago in August. So thanks everyone. Cheers. We'll see you next time.